This is the supplementary video for our paper, Interactive Hybrid Simulation of Large-Scale Traffic. Our method allows for interactive traffic simulation on very large road networks by combining two completely different simulation methodologies. This technique enables huge traffic simulations on massive networks. One challenge in demonstrating our method is that vehicles are very small compared to the size of the network. To make individual vehicles distinguishable, many of our demonstrations are set at night. With vehicles' headlights on, they are much easier to make out in a huge view. Here we see an example of agent-based traffic simulation, where each vehicle's behavior is modeled individually. Such simulations are easy to visualize and allow for varied and complex vehicle behaviors. This is a highway interchange simulated using a continuum simulation technique. Vehicles are represented by aggregate values such as density and average velocity. The density along each lane is shown here by color. Brighter colors represent higher densities. These demonstrations are on real-world datasets. Here we have a satellite image of a city. Atop that, we draw a simulation-grade network extracted from publicly available GIS data. Finally, as mentioned earlier, we dim the light to evening and use vehicle headlights to help indicate positions. Now we demonstrate our hybrid technique. Our method provides an efficient way to couple agent-based and continuum techniques such that both techniques can be used to simulate different portions of the same network. Here, agent-based techniques are being used to simulate the visible portion of the network, while continuum is used elsewhere. This takes advantage of the complementary nature of agent-based and continuum techniques. Agent-based techniques are well suited to complex behaviors and visualization, while continuum techniques achieve high efficiency by describing the motion of several vehicles at once. Note in the lower left corner of the video that we've indicated the length of each simulation regime. Now we demonstrate our hybrid technique by holding the viewpoint fixed and animating a region of interest. The roads that intersect this region are simulated using agent-based simulation, and elsewhere is simulated using the continuum. Our method correctly handles the transfer of vehicles and dynamics between different simulation types, and is able to efficiently convert whole regions between different types of simulations. This is done using a Poisson instantiation process and vehicle averaging technique described in the paper. Our final demonstration is a 3D animated scene generated by our method. The appearance of this scene is inspired by a short sequence in Godfrey Reggio's film Koyanis Katsi. In the film, a time-lapse view down a busy city street reveals patterns and synchronization emerging from the flow imposed by traffic signals. The visible portion of the road network is simulated using an agent-based technique, but the overall city network is many times larger and is made efficient by the use of our hybrid technique to interface this agent-based simulation with the continuum simulation handling the rest of the scene. Regrettably, Philip Glass is unavailable to score our sequence. We conclude our supplemental video with a brief discussion of the performance advantages of our hybrid method. This chart demonstrates the simulation frames per second achieved on an Intel Westmere processor for low, medium, and high-density traffic flows. Numbers are presented for 100% agent-based simulation, 10% agent-based simulation, 1% agent-based, and pure continuum simulation, that is, 0% agent-based. For even low-density flows, pure continuum is an order of magnitude faster than purely agent-based flows. For high density, the gap further widens to nearly 20 times. Modest blends of the two methods are easily achieved through our hybrid technique and provide a large portion of the performance of the pure continuum technique.